everybody, and welcome to another video. Today we're taking a look at the Rec Room Iceberg. Now, a lot of people have done videos on this countless times, but I thought that it would be pretty fun to make my own iceberg and pretty much go through a lot of things that went on in the Rec Room community and the game itself. Also, shout out to Kid That Wears the Mask and Hurricane Ike 1, because both of them will be featured in this video. You may see Dino and Noobles further on in the video, but anyways, let's get started. Alright, starting at the very top of the iceberg, we have Jumbotron bot speech. Now this is basically when the Jumbotron bots in the quest Rise of Jumbotron speak words. Pretty much, that's pretty much all it is. These bots have different voice cues in laser tag and Jumbotron and say different things such as, "That wasn't good."
"Oh, that wasn't good."
And even some things like destroy and, you know, classic robot speech.
"That did some damage. That hurts. Ow. Attack."
Rec Room made in 2016. Rec Room was released on June 1st, 2016, exclusively on the Steam platform for HTC Vive and Oculus Rift. At the time, stuff wasn't really as normal as it was now, including the fact that, well, there was no shaders, the bodies were wiggly, and things like that. But we'll get into some other things later in the video.
Rec Room does indeed have a Discord server. The official Rec Room Discord, where you can chat with devs and fellow players, discuss games, and meet new friends. To join it, you just type in discord.gg/Rec Room.
That sounded more like an advertisement, but you know.
Now let's get to the second layer of this iceberg, starting with junior accounts. Junior accounts were accounts made for players ages 12 and younger, which basically took away different things like voice chat, messaging, the chat feature, and many different things in general. Also, there are some games that are taken away, and for more information on that, I might have made a video about that once. Rec Room Moderators. Many different notable names in the Rec Room community as Rec Room Moderators or the Rec Room support team include Al, Atlas, Delco, Noctado, Star Centurion, Emily Wafflesier, Harry, and many more.
Field soccer. As you'll know, there's a Rec Room original for soccer. It's just soccer, you throw around a ball. Back in the early days of Rec Room, there was actually called field soccer. You had the normal shields you'd have in paintball, like the paintball shields. And that's how you would push around the soccers. Same map, I think, and you'd push around the soccer balls just like you would now. So not too much has changed, just you don't have shields anymore, and it's just now referred to as soccer.
Five Nights at Freddy's hoodie. Rec Room partnered with FNAF to release a exclusive hoodie. The Five Nights at Freddy's hoodie was a hoodie available to only people that joined the Rec Center on the weekend of July 4th. It was available as a free gift drop and was only available until Sunday night.
Sandbox Machine. The Sandbox Machine was used like the Maker Pen before the Maker Pen even existed. But it was much harder to use than the Maker Pen we have right now. I don't think you could spawn in inventions. It was really hard to work around, and there was much more options just to do simple things. But so little things you can do. So it's a good thing that we have the Maker Pen now.
Coach. Coach was one of the Rec Room's accounts that was used and credited for most of the Rec Room originals. In fact, all of the Rec Room originals. This account is also level 99, which is impossible. And many people have contemplated what this player actually looks like and if they'll ever go online. But there has been something that has happened with this account that we'll get to later. Quest lore. Every single quest in Rec Room has a little bit of lore to it. And in fact, all of them have little nodbacks to the other ones in their different levels. For example, you can find a Jumbotron mice bot in the Isle of Lost Skulls, and also you can find a goblin in the Rise of Jumbotron. And furthermore, there are different photos of different characters from the game in Crescendo of the Blood Moon. Some examples are the coach photo, which the face is actually blocked out, and of course some images and photos of different characters that are made from different enemies from the game.
Buckets in the Rec Center. During April Fools of 2021, Rec Room added floating buckets and buckets of different colors and sizes around the entire Rec Center. There have been floating buckets and other things like it recently as well. And it'll probably continue to occur in the Rec Center in future events.
Playspace Mover. Playspace Mover is an application that you can use to move around your Playspace in VR. This is actually only used on PC VR and is quite useful in many ways, but many people use it to just float around and go places that you couldn't usually go in Rec Room.
Ever since Rec Room was introduced, the Rec Room community has been starting to move to YouTube. Such notable people as Bofia, Gecko VR, Oreo VR, and many, many more. Due to this, Rec Room has begun the surge in popularity and is being more and more notable.
Rec Room Apple Watch. April 1st, 2019. There was a reveal trailer for the Rec Room Apple Watch. Of course, a lot of people thought this was real until they saw the date the video was uploaded. Of course, Rec Room probably will not be supported on the Apple Watch because it's just a little weird. So yeah, it was just an April Fool's thing.
The name glitch. A while ago, there was a glitch that altered people's names to have random text letters or just repeating letters. I have experience with this, and it just pretty much everything was the same besides the names, which were distorted and everything.
Go-karts. In late 2016, Rec Room started experimenting and making builds out of a new Rec Room original they were planning named Go-karts. Even though it was pretty epic, in early 2017, they canceled it due to motion sickness and other problems.
In January of 2021, a new update rolled out to Rec Room, which brought a new bug known as the out-of-body glitch. This glitch made the player randomly disconnect from their body and have no control over their different arms, hands, whatever you want to call them. They had no control over their own body. However, they could move around in real life and look at their own self. However, their face was gone and it was just a soulless body that was just right there frozen. This bug was later fixed, but it was a very weird one and was quite annoying during when you wanted to play the game and just suddenly was met with a soulless version of yourself as you were just outside of your own body.
Rec Room theme. The Rec Room theme is a very known theme in the Rec Room community, but not many people know what it says. Actually, there is no official lyrics on it, but most Rec Room players came to believe that it says Rec Room Baby.
Update. Rec Room Baby is actually the official lyrics, due to this website in which I found the lyrics to Rec Room Baby, or the Rec Room theme, that was posted on June 1st, 2016, which was the release date of the game, in which, obviously, this is probably an official article. Concept art. Different concept art of the game and many different clothing items and RROs that were released can be seen throughout different social media outlets, where you can see exactly how they designed and envisioned these different items to become.
Rec Room setting is school. The setting of Rec Room is believed to be in a school due to the dorm rooms, the rec center, and other rooms and features in the game. Also, the quests in the game can be compared to school plays, and the orientation tutorial demonstrates visiting the school for the first time.
GIF camera. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to say this, GIF or GIF. You can comment down below what you believe. However, this GIF camera, as I'm going to call it, was a camera used in the old versions of the game in which you could record little GIFs or GIFs of your Rec Room character or different actions in the game. Now, this was a very cool feature, and a lot of my friends have made these GIFs from back in the day in which you can see these cool different animations. Here are some examples on screen now. However, they removed this GIF camera, and I don't know if they're ever going to add it back. However, it was very similar to the streamer cam and how it looked and how it operated. So, if you have a PC, that's the closest you're gonna get.
Rec Room takes place in 1987. Rec Room presumably takes place in 1987, as it's referenced in many different areas throughout the game. Also, the entire soundtrack and rooms of the game complete the 1987 feel.
Rec Room 2015 trailer. The Rec Room 2015 trailer is very interesting in many ways, as it shows what Rec Room was like back in its development stages in 2015. Including the fact that there is realistic trees and disc golf, and also a locker room with actual lockers in it. Also, the dorm room is quite a bit different.
Text on Mystery Contest Maker Pen skin. During the Mystery Contest, 5 winners got this rare Maker Pen skin, which had a mystery design. This mystery design was not only very cool, but it also had secret text on the handle. Thanks to BVR and some people he reached out to, people were able to figure out exactly what it said. Here's the little screenshot of what they figured out, or at least think that this Maker Pen skin says. Still not entirely sure what this means, but at the very end you can tell that it says the true identity of Coach. So take this as you will, any of this could be used in further lore of the game. So it's obviously a really cool find, and hopefully leads to some more bigger and better things in the lore that we could figure out in the future.
Golden headphones. The golden limited edition headphones were a pair of headphones that were in fact golden. These headphones sold on July 17th, 2019 and only had a certain amount in stock, so once they were sold out they were unable to be bought again. These headphones are currently very rare and only a certain amount of people have gotten them.
Secret codes in the rec center. Now, not too long ago, there were secret codes found in the rec center behind different chairs and different areas in the rec center. Now, these were just random texts that, when deciphered, would actually give you a name to a room, which when you would go to that room, would give you even more text. Thanks to BVR, he actually went and made a video about this and went into more detail and actually deciphered the code. And here's what it has to say. Basically, it has to do with the Forbidden One, which was the name for this shadowy figure found in the old login screen of the game, which we'll get into a bit later.
Raw Data. Raw Data was a video game that did a crossover with Rec Room in the past. The raw data items were given to players for free if they logged into Rec Room during the cross-promotion event in late 2016. They can no longer be obtained. If you go to the Rec Room fandom wiki, you can find out that there was a Bishop set, a Saja set, and some concept art of some of the sets.
Maker Pen in the Rec Center. Back in the day, during the first Creators Contest, winners of this said contest would receive a Maker Pen skin. If they opened the package in the Rec Center, they would be able to actually use the Maker Pen and do whatever they wanted. This was also shared on Reddit, and I found this by user Forbim. Sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly. I'm sure it was really chaotic and super laggy. This was a very interesting event that happened in Rec Room, but of course has been fixed and was just a little glitch and error by the Rec Room developers.
The new home screen was temporarily removed. The reason why the new home screen was temporarily removed is because of the fact that it came with many complaints of people saying that it lagged their home screens a lot and that it wasn't very user-friendly. Because of that, Rec Room decided to remove it temporarily, and they're currently working on a much better, less laggy, much more user-friendly home screen.
Coach's account got hacked. Coach's account got hacked, and someone logged into it and just went into a rec center, started banning.
They also gave everyone in the Rec Center flying abilities and spawned a bunch of inventions. The Forbidden One. The Forbidden One is a giant thing in Rec Room's lore, in fact, the community's lore, and in recent time has actually been extended to become actual canon in the game. The Forbidden One was sighted in the old login screen of the game, and was just a dark, shadowy figure that just stared at you as you were logging in. Now, I don't exactly remember seeing this, but a lot of other players have, and have given them the title, The Forbidden One. There are many different things that have gone on, such as secret codes, as we mentioned before, and also a lot of different things and people asking about the Forbidden One to Rec Room, in which they would respond with very vague answers that would somewhat lead towards the Forbidden One being real. In fact, in one of the patch notes of the game, it said, "Removed the Forbidden One." So obviously the Forbidden One is a big part of Rec Room and was even supported by the Rec Room development team. Whether or not it was actually there or just a figment of our imagination, no one will know.
Build 0101-1987. On Reddit, there was this Rec Room user, who I don't currently remember the name of, but if you search up build 0101-1987, you'll find it. They loaded into their dorm, but it wasn't their dorm. It was completely blank, like the default dorm room. Outside, it was pitch black. On the left, where they're behind Bob, there's a couch, and above it, it says build version, a bunch of number strings, and build time 0101-1987.
Number 12, KFG. KFG was a restaurant that served the Goblin and had one of the worst grand openings of all time. Now I'm gonna do a KFG ASMR mukbang. Extra crispy.